What's up, guys? I see we have Angry in chat. The RRP, hello. Brill, is it time to suffer through his day? What have I done? Probably advanced time too much, quite frankly, and now we have to deal with log trains, we have to deal with other trains, we have to deal with passenger trains, and we have not a lot of time to do it. In fact, I'm probably going to set this time scale to 1-to-1, just preemptively here. And Bandan, is it still hubris if you're not Huber? I believe you're still allowed to have hubris if you are not a Huber. It just becomes infinitely less funny. I mean, it was already. That's neither here. But yeah, last time, you may have seen, we expanded to... Got the expansion to Alarka Junction, as I switched the game stream. We got the expansion to Alarka Junction, which is great. Problem is, that instantly gave us 2 more stations we have to deal with, and really don't have a way to deal with because of where runarounds and stuff are. Oh, and by the way, we've advanced time so much to do it. We have an empty train here that's ready to go back to the interchange. We have already a bunch of cars over here that are ready to go back to the interchange. Some of these still need to be switched around, as you can see. So we may have definitely mistakes may have definitely been made. But it's all in the name of good fun. So I guess it's at least good for content then. So I guess our goal is, let's just get this train out of the way. Okay. Did he come back? No friends in chat today, unfortunately. I did start streaming a little bit sooner than I otherwise was going to. I was originally going to start streaming around 3. However, I decided, you know what? I'm not really doing it at the moment, so we're going to start stream a half hour early, so we may actually go a half hour longer than normal to kind of make up for the shorter stream earlier this week. I did have a commitment pop up yesterday, so that's why we didn't stream yesterday, but we're streaming today. All good. All for it. Exactly, Lillian. Mistakes may have been made and regrets may have been had. Yep. I should not have advanced time as much as I did. Quite frankly. That should not have occurred. Well, the good news is we get to have a big train going back to Whittier. So we can hail the big train properly. Hail the big train.
You were saying no friends in chat.
Well, at the time, the ironic thing is, at the time I said that, bro, I myself wasn't even in chat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Welcome, Brill. Welcome. Welcome to my suffering.
Hello.
We are now suffering.
Hello, Midland. Hello, Stream.
Andrew does MC. Well, hello. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome.
Welcome to the usual chill streams that today will be chaos, apparently.
I don't know that today will be chaos. Today will just probably be hair splitting of why did I.
Sounds like chaos.
Oh.
See, I don't have chaos on you, so I just have to, get in your head and make it happen that way.
Angry in chat. Suffering. This isn't the... No, it's not. It's not. but I'm definitely suffering from it. So it may not be the suffer in Southern. I mean, at the very least, financially, at the moment, we are we're doing okay. The slight problem is, you may notice, we have done precisely nothing today, and it's already 4:30, 4:40 in the afternoon. So...
Woke up a little late, huh?
Not necessarily woke up a little late, just fast-forwarded time to get the bridge to Alarka, because I thought it would be good to, like, have for content to see we finally finished that. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I've done precisely nothing else today.
Likely story.
Oh, the suffering is, still.
Well, with that comes the opportunity, so got that going for you.
Yeah, and now we get even better content of the people watching me suffer.
Woo!
I mean, I guess the other good part is we're basically going to have a huge train going. There's that. But yeah, there's going to be some suffering. Because we still have to put number 2 away. We still have to pull number 3 out. We still have to do some switching here in Bryson. Oh. That needs to... Great.
Sounds an awful lot like a model railroad.
Yeah, except this has more consequences than a model railroad.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You can always just hit the off button and it all goes away.
I mean, yes, you're correct. However, there's no functioning economy, technically, in a model railroad.
Big caveat there at the end.
This has a functioning economy regardless of whether or not you want it.
That's actually a thing I've been... Well, I haven't gotten to that point, but it's a thing I've been theory crafting a bit on for my next model railroad.
Functioning economy?
Possibly eventually, but... Actually, that's funny. Last time I was in chat, I mentioned something inspired from the XP Gamers or Captain Shack's YouTube channel. But my favorite bit of his content is he game masters for a bunch of his friends in tabletop RPGs, ranging from D&D to Star Wars.
Yeah.
And in the one series of a Star Wars tabletop RPG that he put up, which was absolutely hilarious and a great story that new players, basically, that he, as an experienced GM, walked all skill levels through, and even the newbies produced memorable moments. Just the way that they... I guess it was developed by Fantasy of Flight Games, but it's been sold to other companies since. The system of this Star Wars tabletop RPG that uses dice for not just like, okay, you rolled a 20, you get the greatest result possible. Okay, you rolled something less than that, adjust it proportionally.
Yeah.
It uses it to basically tell you, like, narratively what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to experience a great triumph. Okay, no, you're going to succeed, but something awful is going to happen in the process, and you're challenged to weave the story that way. And it's like, okay, well, I live near a game store that stocks some tabletop gaming stuff. You could totally apply this stuff to a model railroad. roll a bunch of dice beforehand or when a determined event happens. And sure, you could figure this on a computer as well, but it's almost quicker when you want to just run trains briefly to have a couple dice by the controller and not have to wait to boot up a computer or something to, have your random events happen, and eventually maybe with enough successes in the bank, you can, buy your way out. The consequences of your hubris, as is relevant here.
Yeah,
you can totally do that kind of stuff.
Unfortunately, there's no buying.
It does seem to be consistent with railroad history, yeah. Although I suppose in some ways Class 1s today buy their way out of trouble.
Well, no, they don't buy their way out. Say, ignore that.
Yeah.
Times.
Mm-hmm. Buy their way out with social, political clout and such like that, rather than money made from actually moving freight. Who bothers to do that anymore?
Of course, I have to do some switching with my non-switcher because things have to go in public. Of course they do.
That sounds even more like you just ran your model railroad to show off for family, and now everything is parked everywhere it doesn't belong because you had to quit early to go on to whatever else visiting family were doing.
KDR, the FFG just useful. Oh, didn't actually.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, didn't know that context either. But yeah, it is such a neat system, and I would love to see people start brainstorming to apply. I think narrative dice was kind of the name of the concept. I'd love to see that applied to, put more game into model railroading. For those who enjoy that aspect of it, of course. There's different ways to appreciate the hobby.
Back. Here, also hello her. Bypass the post tree. Oh, gee. KDR is using. Just right there. Oh. Hope it goes well. As I slam into her truck. Go there. I said the blue line of me. Not late for once. No, I'm actually early. I'm about a half hour earlier than I otherwise would have been. I was originally going to start streaming around 3 today, and I decided to stream around 2 there. So... It's here. Hey, Telly. Oh, I think I saw that up BR. Andrew does MC. Would you define 5-inch scale railway in your backyard as a model railway? Yes, I would. I personally would. For me, the gray area starts around the 15 to 24. Because 24, you have the main 2 footers. Those are actual trains. So it's like, technically 15 can be an actual train too, but the FRA says 24 is the minimum. So that's kind of where I base my standard off of.
Yeah, that is about where the gray area kicks in, isn't it? Of course, then you've got things like, what is it, some restaurant in Germany that brings you your drinks on G-scale trains. So, you know, they are technically commodities, and tough to say.
Internal transportation, those are more trams, if they're anything.
Yeah. That and, like, what was it? Some old department store had a, it was a hanging monorail that was small enough that only children could ride it. You couldn't fit an adult inside.
Oh,
so, you know, you can't talk track gauge because, you know, it's a monorail. It doesn't really have a gauge. But, you know, is that a model or is that an amusement ride?
I would say that to me sounds more like an amusement.
Yeah, there's definitely overlap because there's larger models out there that definitely act like models. It's cool. Wide world out there. Labels don't always fit.
I remember seeing that story a while back. I need to re-look into it. Andrew does MC, just checking see if I can just... Well, nice. Got it. I'm gonna put number 2 away, but number 2 is gonna deal. Cool. Yeah. That's actually pretty common in a lot of Wegmans. Having the train up there. So whether or not it's running.
Yeah, and whether or not someone has made any repairs it might need. One Wegmans location was actually near a hobby shop I worked for years ago, and once in a while they'd bring their trains over to our shop to get something, because they put the literal miles on those trains.
Oh yeah, because they'll just leave them run.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not inherently bad. It's
it ends up on a maintenance cycle more like a automobile or a regular train. Certain parts have a shelf or have a mileage limit on them, so to speak. Bushings and pickups and bearings and such. With the mostly LGB models, especially the track pickup skates on the trucks, those have a limited life before they wear away to nothing. I think that was usually the thing that had to be repaired, though I wasn't in the repairs department. Especially with LGB models of that era, you know, the late 90s, 2000s or so, before they were bought by other companies. Their quality was ridiculous. You know, you paid out the nose for it, but the LGB models were... I don't know, I wouldn't put it past them. In some cases, some models might have literally been bulletproof.
Potentially.
Yeah, they were good stuff.
The band in a lot of stores had their oh, cool. That one? So the line we're working on, am I working on the rail line to Alarga? We have the line to Alarga. We have it. We are now suffering for the decision to make it happen in an accelerated time frame. Because we did precisely nothing as we advanced time to make that happen. which leads into KR's question, why is the QNS suffering? Because we did precisely nothing for pretty much 2/3 of a day, just to make sure we advanced time far enough so that the line to Alarka go. And now we have the line to Alarka, which added 2 more passenger stations to the schedule that we need to run on the passenger train, which actually may accelerate my plan for my passengers. Actually, that would involve going into bed, I don't know. It would also involve building out some deep servicing facilities.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
How? Because you didn't like for you. Based on that, I'm assuming you're not exactly on the East Coast of United. Hope you have a great night. Speaking of, I love it when my phone goes off and it goes winter storm warning. I realize we're not.
Yeah, about it. Winter storm what? Maybe tomorrow.
We're warning you that there is a storm. Great. Tell me
Yeah.
something I didn't know by watching the news.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow a little bit.
If that.
It was at least pretty yesterday to look outside and see. The forecast said flurries, but it was doing a bit more than flurrying. It just didn't stick around once the sun came out.
Yeah. Number 2 away.
Just take it a little slower than last time I tuned into a stream and you were putting number 2 away.
Very expert.
You don't have your phone in the cab, do you?
Good. Fine. Plus. Sure, you don't think we'll get much? That's
Right.
kind of where I'm. Got a little cold last night. It's just one of those things where they're calling it like the first big snow, and of course they're panicking, buddy, and it's meh.
Those viewership ratings, oh boy. Either that or they've bought stock in toilet paper and eggs and milk producers.
Which is entirely possible.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the major producers of toilet paper is in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'll believe we'll have a lot of snow when there's a lot of snow.
Yep.
And too many times they've hyped some stuff up and not done it. And I will admit, there's also been times where they haven't hyped it up at all, and all of a sudden there's 3 feet on the ground. And you're sitting there wondering, how the hell did this happen?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, yesterday they were calling for flurries, and the grass almost disappeared here.
Well, it's just one of those things. Got number 2. Back over to number 5. Got some. So, first things first, what I might do. Need to start running a passenger. Gonna go to Whittier. Here. Loaded. Load. Forward. Let you go up to 35. Ella. need to make some money.
Yeah.
The
I mean, you
unfortunate
just
thing
bought
is
all-
this train's fully loaded. I guarantee you this train doesn't have anybody for Alarka, but I'm gonna have to serve Alarka. Why am I? Oh no. Get the.
You'll probably, have pickups there at least, I would think.
But no, it's just right now the way I run the railroad, my plan for the passenger train would actually work out really well, but I don't have the infrastructure. I don't have money for it.
Hmm.
I really don't want to go into more debt. It's that conundrum. Like, oh, this idea would work really well. Why? Now I could. That plan could involve me selling the Pacific, which would get me breaks.
What do you get for selling a locomotive relative to its purchase price?
I think it's.
Oh, wow. That's surprising.
QNS number 5, the S23 is 7,200. Sell price. Buy it's like 8,700. So you actually it's 7/8 roughly.
Yeah. Guess depreciation nowhere near as bad as.
Yeah. Debt, I would have to go. Almost would have to sell. Almost have to sell the Pacific. I don't want to. The only hint I'm going to give at my idea is, may mean something real, it may not. Is you chat as well. Is Reading style commuter operation.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Only hint I'm going to give.
I'd be more into the later era Reading style commuter operation. Give me them blue liners.
Oh. Yes, I know you're doing what your program's. And it wasn't that electrified. Yes, it was. Yeah. This is blue line. Some good early line power. Good lightning and brave. I prefer the moguls. Tighter corners, smaller package, potentially more fuel capacity too. So that should make. I'm weird like that.
It's interesting how fuel capacity is such a factor in this game. I feel like that could be like a cool, I don't know how to even put it, a cool constraint you have to engineer around, but it just feels awkwardly implemented. That, and you don't have much variety of tools to deal with it. You know, you don't get to say, hey, I could use another water standpipe here.
Yeah. Like, I could use a water standpipe up or something like that.
Yeah. Make it so that at first, maybe you are limited in how far you can go with your trains because maybe, I don't know, maybe you need to hire a certain number of bridge and building employees before you can build those things yourself. You have to achieve a certain threshold before you can add new fueling points to the railroad. But
Make it like one of the milestones. Part.
Yeah. But when your feature that is vaguely tied to real life feels more like a game shortcoming than a challenge to realistically engineer around, then you're just taking your players out of the experience of the game.
Goes in there. Hardwoods. Hey Johnson, hear about the electricity problem. Oh, fucking, oh god. Oh no. Corey's not even here, and we have lines going all over the. The hilarious thing, I'm gonna have to get. I had to do the house track switch here, and get out of the way of passenger that is presently rapidly.
Ooh. Sounds like it's getting spicy.
I'm not saying it's Emperor of the North level spicy, but it could get that.
Well, with the way
as a result,
work
drastic
there.
measures are being taken. Drastic measures.
Now, there again is a situation that could be really interesting in multiplayer if they were better at catering to, if they had a mode, because this would absolutely not be for everyone, but if they had a mode that really limited you down to first-person play, if you were like, okay, the schedule has fallen apart, we're out where we shouldn't be, and there's a train coming, somebody's got to run down the track to physically place a fusee and flag that train down. And it's like, okay, somebody's got to get pulled off of one of their other duties and just go run save everybody.
Yep.
Who's going to do that? That's another thing where if they really focused on the title of their game, Railroader, made you roleplay the life of a railroader, at least among a group of friends, that could be quite the moment. But, yeah. Early days, I suppose. We'll leave it at that and hope. I don't even think the AI would. It would just make the train stop way far back from the other train on the track.
Also, I like how Bana was like, "Don't forget to realign the house track to the side behind you." Then he goes, or you could just. Yes.
Once again.
UNS is a perfectly safe operator. No problems whatsoever.
Perfectly, yes.
But just by your hater. Oh, Will Larka. Oh, I want to go. I'm gonna go that way. That's the problem with the way I have the QNS set up. I actually kind of need like 4 people to help run the railroad.
Oh.
Just because, I mean, I can do most of it myself. It's just one of those things where it's like, it would be a whole lot easier.
Would you say it'd be a better game experience if you were allowed to just focus on one at a time?
Not necessarily that. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm into. There are times where there's just too much to do.
Yeah.
For one person. And I can understand how it gets to that point. I'm not saying it's necessarily a fault of gameplay, though it can be.
Yeah.
However, it's one of those things where there was less and I felt like I could manage it all. But I'm also getting to that point where now that we're going to be going to Alarka, doing that thing. There. Doing a lot of kids. I don't know that.
Oh, you and Mark both with that awesome thumbnail on the last Railroader video.
Yeah.
So you'd appreciate this on the topic of SpongeBob memes. Oh boy, when about did it start? Not going to name particular names. You might know who, but one of the constant presences around the East Broad Top and Rock Hill Trolley Museum set their text tone to Patrick Star going. And so, at truly random intervals, occasionally with amazing comedic timing, you would just hear that sound effect around the property somewhere. Yeah, great. Absolutely.
Sounds about right for that.
Yeah, and that's on top of the one fellow with his gorilla suit. And what other chaos was around there through the 20 teens? Oh boy, it was good stuff. I mean, those are kind of the highlights, the repeated highlights. I mean, we don't talk about the M80s and the pumpkins after Pumpkin Patch. No, we don't talk about that. There's no video evidence anywhere. There's no pumpkin guts.
Don't go peddling your illegal activities.
There's no pumpkin guts imprinted into those interurban trucks, no.
Five somewhere. Number 3 out. 3's turn. Great. Guess we have some more here. Yeah, I remember pumpkin chunking Kitara. That was a Thanksgiving tradition of mine. Definitely very distinctly.
There was definitely talk of, what could we whip up in the EBT shop facilities, with all those tools available to absolutely conquer and revolutionize pumpkin chunkin'?
And the answer is actually probably not much.
Yeah, it kind of is. Not much without...
Given the amount of innovation in pumpkin catapult technology that took place, it's actually probably not a lot that...
I mean, considering how well the air cannons were doing for a while there, I mean, how many air compressors do you think were built or serviced in that shop facility over the years? You could probably, provided you could turn out a cannon bore, which is a good question, you could probably do pretty well.
Potentially. That handbrake. Select. Berg. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Brakes. Alrighty. 3. What? Forward enough. Is it a few other licenses? Angry, what have you missed? Well, we're still in Brighton, trying to figure out how to not suffer too much, but we're still suffering. A lot of suffering. You also miss me considering going into a massive amount of debt, but I'm still mild. In order to make something happen involving passenger. You also miss me potentially ripping my hair out, trying to potentially do logging runs at some point. And pretty much coming to the conclusion that yes, I pretty much did. But otherwise, we're about to have the first passenger train to Alarka Junction. It's done. Paid? Oh. People are still unloading. Because of course they are. Get off the damn train! You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here! Also, to provide a channel update for everyone. Apparently, according to YouTube, we're up to 2,600 in public watch hour. Pretty good, that hopefully may be here soon. You know, maybe we'll get some... If you guys feel so inclined. I don't want to pressure anybody to get this personal fight. Who wants to fresh from the oven chocolate chip cookies? I do, but I also don't. I had way too many.
Ooh. Yeah, I've had quite a sweet tooth today, but
I
love it enough. I am trying to abstain.
I'm trying to abstain too because I put myself on the crack work weight loss diet. Seems to be working pretty well.
Nice. That's a fun diet. Now, have you let the track gang supervisors find out that that's your intention?
Don't know.
Oh. Oh. If Henry learns that, you might just find yourself getting some extra exercise.
Oh, there we go. Very confused. There was no whistle. Why is there no whistle? Why is there a distinct lack of whistle? Emerald Pistachio, you're having trouble with this. Trying to run Silva to function. Back and forth. Hey, frozen. Yeah. I am not surprised you are having difficulty. I wish I could say I was surprised, but I am. Alright. We're gonna AI this train. Random Sneko no Kenosha's playing. I am in. There we go. Let's switch line. Good. Those cars need to be taken back up the mountain. Line. This is. That's in the way. But. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hey, think. Gonna go there. Here, or road. And okay, you sort yourself out. In the time we're gonna go here. Click on you. You likely already have every basically empty passengers having wonderful. Let me spawn in a fine. Very confused about where. There's the trap. Gonna put Uzi there. That switches. This is back to Sayonara to him. Fun. Now we have two. Be warned, chat. We have two AI trains. Oh no. See? Alright, now that that's happening, I'm gonna very quickly with number 4. Presently, very much in the way of things. Deal with number 4 in a very specific way. Alright. We got all these cars for the sawmill. We need to do it for what? Really, how much? Well, it's good to hear how everyone was saying. Glad that's going at least vaguely okay. Trains. Everything. Good. Only have 6.5 hours remaining to do everything. Hoping we can deal with this weekend. Doing okay. Doing okay. Find out. You're gonna need more space. There, Kronk. Andrew does MC gave up trying to help. I gave up trying to sleep. I am sorry. I hope you're able to get to sleep. Sleep is important.
Yeah, last night was a bad one for me.
It was perfectly fine by me. Perhaps a little too fine. A little too easy, maybe.
So I wasn't wrong that I teased you for sleeping until 4 p.m. in game.
No, I woke up like normal time today. Let's say I was.
Nice. That's one of... Well, no, not really one of. That is kind of the top priority thing I'm trying to focus on health-wise going into the new year. There's a lot of individual things that you can get really zoned in on when it comes to health, especially around New Year's, hence why gym memberships, spike and then fall off.
Yeah.
But I would try and just address things that kind of underlie everything else. Sleep and hydration were two at the top of my list.
Hydration?
Yeah. Phone overuse and cluttered spaces were the other two things I wanted to pay attention to. Because I feel like if I can manage to ace those four things, or at least most of them most of the time, most other things should fall into place reasonably well. At least that's my hope.
Fingers crossed. Andrew doesn't see. A human body doesn't need sleep to work. It needs. That is both accurate and painfully.
Yes. If by working well you mean remaining sane, yeah, real life's not phasmophobia. Fun stuff doesn't start happening after you start losing your mind. In fact, it's rather the opposite.
I wouldn't even call phasmophobia fun stuff. That's just like you die. That's not fun. That is just death.
Yeah, I suppose you could describe it that way.
Should be able to get this done well before number
3. On that topic, Ghost Trains DLC for any of the mainstream train games when?
Please, dear God, no.
Oh, man.
Like, please, no. We don't need any more Thomas at any of these. The good news is, ours will get. Which will hopefully help make our decision a little bit easier.
Man, what a hipster. He's got to have such different views on money from everyone else.
I don't call that different views from everyone else. It's called I like money.
Exactly. Hence the silly, sarcastic voice.
First or first.
Oh,
Fun. I forgot that. Oh,
speak.
more
Pumpkin
suffering
chunk.
for my hubris. Time for more suffering. I'm definitely not going to be able to take care of these cars before 3. Because proper. Oh boy. Oh boy. Going exactly to plan. By exactly, I mean all. Holy stuff. Already. We're already. Hemingway Station. 4 fares. $8. It's something. Or we bring. Don't bring up Future Charles.
Oh,
Not that game. Not that game, please.
oh man. This gives me ideas.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, I don't have a copy of Railroader. You're safe from me there. At the Broad Top, though, you might want to listen for Spoopy 5 chimes.
Junction. There. Down the Hemingway. What to say? Where's the train?
It's right behind you.
Alright. We're going up to Alarka Junction. Have fun. We're going back. Sure. Dog. Yeah, yours isn't the only one, don't worry. Mine feels like much too. Mine feels like much most. I'm being brutally honest. coal mine. Yeah, the slight problem with that. I don't have the manpower to even contemplate that at the moment. And unfortunately, that might be what the Pacific gets stuck on once I enact my passenger things. Right now, I feel like my passenger plane is what. Pacific will become the dedicated coal locomotive until I can afford something else. Oh, but I don't want to go that much in debt. Oh, that I... Like I'm in a situation now where I feel like I'm gonna have to go into debt no matter what. It's just a matter of how much.
Okay.
And like I'm gonna, if we're doing coal mine, I'm gonna need another locomotive. That's just a fact. But if I do the other way of, if I do one way and just get a locomotive, okay, that's cheap-ish. But if I do the way of if I do the way I want to do it, then that's going to be expensive and a lot of debt. I don't know that the coal train. In the meantime, though, trying to deal with passenger train. And I can always make that a little cheaper. Oh. Inside him. Orders. First. Fun. Having the Y will help too. Yeah, it will, but the way I want to run my passenger trains, it actually won't matter if there's a Y or not. The only time it would matter is to turn the coal engine. That's about it. Let's dealing with that. And move. Do. Here comes the other choo-choo. Form. That's a big train. Oh boy. Water. Ooh. Alright, well luckily this is your last stop. don't know, chat. I don't know. Best piece of you. Understandable. I got gauge. Money are we? $1,600 or so. Something. I think. $1 for one fare on the passenger train. Control T. Here. Going all around. Anyway, got some more people. Come on. I overshot it. Of course I did. Of course I did, chap. I have a habit of doing. Oh, got no. I don't got a lot of time. The day is wasting away. The line you say work payback your loan save. Great. See, I've been doing that. My issue is I'm at a point now where I've expanded so much that I need to start modifying things. And otherwise this is going to be borderline hell. Mouse track. And that means back. Yes. Oh boy. Like, I know it's a video game, but this is somewhat agonizing to say. Trying to get this as debt-free as I can. But, spend money to make money. Still need to do log trains today, oh god.
I should probably drop for a bit to clean up a bit after the work week here, but probably catch you a little bit later.
Catch you later, Brill. Have fun.
Yeah, have a good one.
Maybe when the passengers have lunch. Sounds like a bet. And the problem is, field type, have one of those situations. Oh boy. Ooh. What to do? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just do it, chat. The hell is it? Going? Bryson? Almost. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I feel like I should just do it. I feel like I should just do it in consequence. Then we'll have more suffering for our hubris. I don't want. I don't want more suffering. This is suffering Southern. I feel like I kind of need more suffering. More debt. I don't want more debt. Stop for this. Okay. $16 for 16 fares? Really? That it? we have that. I'll, on out of your way as quickly as humanly possible. Three. We're having to juggle a fair bit, Pat. I don't know if that's entertaining or not, but we're doing it. Here. Or buffers. Which line? Have fun. Getting somewhere. I think we're getting somewhere. We still have to do a bunch of log chains, which I may run off screen. Kind of. I'm just hoping this passenger train makes some money, because if it was that low, like... Let's stop for a switch line again. First. Here's training. Oh, gangster. Yeah. That's true. Can do it. like you may notice, you have the one-to-one time skip may help us. Okay. We're up to $1,755. Would pay down the debt a little bit more. I don't know that we want to. Infrastructure. A lot of debt. Only have two. It's really going to depend on what this passenger train does. Eh. We need some water in number 3. Number 3 also. That's gonna take a while. So So that's filling with water. That needs to go in the ship. Alright, while that's happening, you're almost at Ella. Stopped. Wait. What's happening here? UC's all the way over there. Why are you back here? Alrighty, that's finally dealt with. You're tender. Get you. Come on. Oh boy. Juggle all these trains. Gotta juggle all these trains. Juggling. One's not even facing the right way. Oh. Here. Play. Payment method. Ella, which is not good. Oh. That's lined. Ever been a message? Message for Ella soon. Toast. Key up. Ella. Back. Juggle around. We gotta juggle things around, chap. Really do. Now, we likely need to do some log runs. But going to depth before log run. Confident we'll be good about. Bird. Alrighty. Where the thing will actually stop. We'll see. Find out. We'll find out. Also, I do apologize if not terribly in. However, calmer vibe, it's Friday. Calm usually helps me think. That's tied in. How's this? Funny thing is, if I do what I think, if I do what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna need to turn one of the things pretty much in. That's a little. Oh. Five. That's what. Bring up the map. You need to go to 2. Do have logs. Grab those. Alright. Well, and up the mountain. This is a decent payout that I'm going to enact my passenger. Not. Oh boy. I have to figure something. 199 for 193. Is that enough to enact the plan? That might be enough to enact the plan, chat. Chris, how you doing? Okay, Chris. A little snowy out, so understandable. Hope to see you out there soon. Out there sometime. This might be. I understand, Chris. Again, hope to see you out there sometime. We definitely need to have more people out there helping. But I also understand that if you can't make it, time commitment. There is, unfortunately, weather. Unfortunately. Now, folks, you may be wondering why I'm backing up the passenger. There's a very good reason. I think we're going to have to go into more depth. A lot more. Evening, Robert. You can make it. Talking about I don't even know what incident you're really referring to, because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Robert. I stopped following that game. Stopped caring about that game. Honest with you on that. Nothing against you, it's just that game is not really a game I care about at the moment. Especially now that this came out. This has, you know, actual stable. Despite what they are. Multiple times we've had double digits on various things. Very. On this. But that's just me. Well, whoever leaked it, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. All I know is that the devs there promised the UN to articulate tank engines over a year ago now, and have yet to deliver on them. Alright, had the passenger train stored there. Question is, Chad, have you figured out? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to probably be of zero help to you, Robert. I'm sorry. Alright. Are we ready for this, chat? Chat, are we ready for this? Because we're about to completely and totally fuck up the finances of this railroad. And I'm sorry for putting it that way. So, you know, but oh, pay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing it. Dead chat. Right. We have $58,000, chat. Thanks, Robert. Again, it's just I'm not up on that. Don't entirely care to be. All right, so chat, we're gonna do chat. Do what we have selected. Link. Here they are. I don't know if we're gonna regret this decision. I feel like we might. I feel like we might regret this decision. And one more. Okay. I pay down a little bit. A bit more. You have enough? Oh, we're gonna do some stuff. Okay. Roll there. Eyes. One.
Let's do what I think you did.
I went into debt.
You bought the diesels.
I bought 2 diesels.
Why did you do that? You had one big diesel and you got 2 small ones.
Exactly. It did in fact do that.
That just seems like a foolish decision.
Well, I'm gonna be doing Reading style commuter operation. Require 2D.
That I don't know what to say to that. On one hand, Reading. On the other side, why Reading? You could have done so much better with a Jeep.
We're returning to the QNS's roots on the Reading.
The roots of your destruction, the roots of all evil, like there are many routes you could take. But
Also, hi, Angry. How goes?
I am angry, hear me roar.
Exactly.
But why diesels?
Because they're
Why not steam chew?
because they're more fuel efficient, and then I don't have to turn them on.
But you can run ass first with the steam engine.
But then I don't even have to run the diesel around. I can just have one on each end and change ends.
Well, that just seems like you're being lazy. You're not putting in the work.
I mean, this is the railroad.
So you're being lazy then, and you self-admit it.
Huh?
Huh.
Yes. There is some self-admission. We also bought a 4th passenger.
Okay, well that I support 100% because, you know, You always need more passenger cars, as I have found and others have found. And now you have found.
But we still.
At least you don't have.
I'm still going to be annoying Boo slightly. The reason I'm going to be annoying Boo slightly is because there's still no ops car on the passenger.
I mean, that is true. That is very true.
So, but now I need to do some switching with the Pacific. Also, I need to check on for Fuzzy. Alright, so 4's made it up the mountain. Feel that. If you feel like hopping on, which I completely understand if you don't, I could use some help.
Okay, well, I will be home in about 20 minutes. Or less, maybe. But I will...
Because we're still suffering for our hubris on this round. Oh yeah, exactly. Not
That's
lazy,
what we suffer
efficient.
on this one. Yes.
And also, I'm using the Pacific, which these diesels just replaced to switch to. Because that's kind of...
Wait, you got a Pacific? Is it the big Pacific or the small Pacific?
It's the small one. It's number 6 that we've had for a while now. The hilarious thing is number 6 might get retired to coal train duty once coal trains start happening.
You need to retire a locomotive. Have you worked it that much? You're already retiring it?
No, I guess retiring is the wrong word. Reassigning.
Wow.
Number 6 is going to be reassigned.
Wow.
Also, one of these diesels needs to be spun on the wall. As does number 3, which arrived from Bryson. So luckily, we have 2 things.
Just don't run the diesels in passenger service.
That's kind of the plan. Also, Bandan. Dieselization came fast as rail. You have the fueling stands, right? That would have been convenient.
Would have been, but isn't, apparently.
Guess what we still need to get, Bandan. This is the madness phase of the Quakertown inside. Where everything just goes inside. We're on day 15. This is where it happened. We have reached madness. Madness has occurred.
Well,
Let's drive home.
that is, yes.
Hope you drive safe, Hank.
Yes.
Don't drive angry, drive safe.
That's my secret. I'm always angry.
We have achieved another passenger car. Good. And he's good. Corey! Bruce Lee was fast, but the fast was suddenly. Oh god. Corey! Corey! Also, Corey, I see you just joined our Discord. Alright, once we get this switched on over here, we'll deal with number 4. Logs. Oh boy. 5 cars, logs, and not great. They were both the CS4. There was a third. And then why you do? Why you do? Jeez. We're getting into ancient Greek jokes now. Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening here? What's happening? That's there. Now we need to get number 4 off the mountain. Spawn myself. Full of them. Okay. Forgive. Lameness has no time. Oh god. That's right. Oh. This mess. Way. Quite honestly, we might have to take the Pacific on the Whittier Bryson local rather than might need to put we might need to put number 3 on the call drag. First. Why? Gotta spin this train around. Not get a right. But who knows what's going on? Well, folks, I don't know if you're finding this content entertaining. I hope you're still watching it. If you are finding it entertaining, they're subscribing and or liking the video. That's all I really ask on that. Bird? Which? Order go first. All right. Pusha is playing, which is not great. Press and do. Oh. Why did I go into so much debt? Why did I do this? Why did I do Here's that for that back.
Quack!
Quack! It's angry back. Angry Rector has connected.
Why am I standing in the middle of the gauge with a fusee in front of me?
I have no idea.
Alright, how can I be of assistance?
You could take control of number 4, presently on a log train heading down the mountain that I'm currently racing to. And deal with logs, please. That is my request.
Number 3 is there.
Yes, I'm in number 3 at the moment. Number 4 is currently up slightly, not far. Bless you.
My official welcome to the chat.
The official. If you do want to take a look around Eastwood of your yard, you will see the big train that we just brought back from Bryson.
I saw that.
That's both Phase 2 and Phase 3 of the line to Alarka. Basically there.
Okay.
So we have to Alarka now.
Okay.
Or Alarka Junction. We don't have the Y yet. I'm currently in 3, Ying I'm almost done Ying 3 and M1.
Ying, you say?
Yes. Speaking of the Y, 4's at the Y now.
Yes, I'm in that locomotive.
And I'm gonna reassemble the passenger train. Somehow figure out how to fuel these diesels off of Hopes and suffering.
Nope, the wrong railroad for that.
Because we don't have any diesel stands. I have to deal with that at some point. I'm hoping these diesels have enough fuel in them to at least last a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, that's how much that is? It's 1 phase? Okay. Oh, we just bought it. Cool. They'll arrive tomorrow.
Wait, you have debt? Holy hell, do you have debt?
Yeah, I have debt. To enact
I'm so proud of you.
to enact my master passenger train plan, I needed to go into.
Now, the thing that I'll mention, the Suffer and Southern is almost at that same level of debt you have, which for you might not seem great, but for me is like, oh snap, like
is better.
I've paid down the debt considerably. I mean, we're in 5 figures now as opposed to 6.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Also, what do you think of the paint scheme on the diesel?
Hold on, I haven't seen the diesels yet.
The diesels?
Yes. Diesel, sir? No.
Also, do these
Also, at some point, you'll need to fix up the log cars you currently have. They are
yeah, I
hurt.
kind of beat those to shit.
I've trained you well, my son.
I figured there are internal service cars, and there's really no penalty for beating them up, so you know, deal with it that way. I like how I'm using the road freight engine in order to assemble the passenger train, but
Can't you use the passenger engines to assemble the passenger train?
I can, but I'm trying to save fuel.
Passenger diesels.
The Dismals are here. Dismals
We're
are
not
here.
hailing the Dismals.
Hail the Dismal.
Are there more log cars to get, or what do you need me to do?
There's presently a string of 8 log cars at the top of the mountain. As soon as I get the passenger train reassembled here, I am going to advance time so that those are loaded and you can bring them down. So if you want to get up there before I advance. Basically, I'm also at the same time going to put the newly assembled passenger train at the Whittier depot and advance time so like more people.
Can I take on water and coal real quick?
You have enough space.
Okay. How am I not surprised that you have a Reading 6 on that?
Reading, I have a Reading 6 on everything.
Not on this one.
Oh, did you change it?
Maybe.
So what do you look at this passenger? Mighty passenger. I'm presently only stopping with the independent because I don't have the cut out.
Interesting. Interesting.
Might change the text color on. I didn't realize you could change the color on the diesel, so it's like find something.
Well, yesterday when I was playing with General, he changed it to like fluorescent green. I forget what color it is currently. But when I stream later tonight, which your people are more than welcome to join me for, I'm going to try to figure out what color he left it as, because I don't remember. It changed colors. And there's an episode of Suffer and Southern Activities that'll be coming out tomorrow on my channel. That was mainly him and I cleaning up the interchange last night.
I like.
Yes.
Punk.
Oh, this is an 060.
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
I thought this was a 260 for a moment, but oh well. You can tell how alert I am, apparently.
The 260 is behind you, menacingly. There's another 260 and an 060 up in Bryson. Well, as a small 260.
Alright, I'm on my way to the top of the mountain.
In the way. So, Angry, I don't know if I've explained this to you, but how this works is number 2 and number 3 are the big moguls. And they handle like the big traffic between Whittier and Bryson. One will go Whittier to Bryson, the other will go Bryson to Whittier. And basically, they just keep every day. They just swap spots.
Okay.
Back and forth.
That's right, your railroad's so small compared to mine.
Yes. The 060s, one in Whittier and the one in Bryson, handle all the yard jobs. So they'll handle all the industries around Bryson or Whittier, where they are, as well as the logging. I don't have anything up at the Walker Bridge. I probably should.
By the way, you have a coal contract you could accept at Robinson Gap, by the way.
I do. Which is where the next little bit of this comes. I don't know if I want to accept that quite yet. And the reason I don't know if I want to accept that right yet is because the only spare engine I have on the roster at the moment is number 6, because it just got unceremoniously kicked off the passenger train. And number 6 is the little Pacific, the tiny one. So I don't know if it would even be able to handle it at all.
Oh, it'll handle it.
So it's just one of those things where it's like,
All right, I'm up on the grade.
They're on the grid. I'm about to hop into one. Get it in. Number 3. Fixer shut down. Alright. Time for the inaugural run of new and improved passengers. I do that.
Also, fun fact, I think YouTube thinks you're playing Train Simulator Classic.
Probably don't. And I don't really know how to change that, so that's probably changing. That's going to be future problems. The problem is, because of how this is all set up, I actually can't MU diesels together. So one of them is just dead weight. This is actually somewhat working. Like, I'm not having to go in the notch 8 to get. civilization.
Also, I don't know how long I'll be able to be on here before my stream, but I'll at least help with a little bit here.
I started streaming a little early. Actually, if I go by the 3-hour rule, I only have about a half hour. If I go by
Okay.
Used a gallon of diesel getting from East Whittier to that either is good or bad. Don't know. And we're gonna find out. Alright. You almost at the top of the hill?
I am at the top of the hill.
You're at the top of the hill. You're in advance time by 1 hour. 1 hour only.
All right.
That train basically loaded.
It is completely full.
Thanks. Bring that back down and get it in to make the sawmill happy. A full train. About a half full train. Alright. Ella! This is actually my first time running the diesels in this.
Huh.
Also, I just love how it's like unceremonious. No more steam on the passenger.
No. But the passenger train is a good. It's an absolute good.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying no more. Now there's no more steam on it. At least we can get the Y up in Larka. Hey, 6. 6 is clean. Doesn't. Oh my acid. That's what these are meant for.
Something like that.
Basically. happen. Failed to come. You're fried.
It was a Friday. We fried days. Yes.
Not be. I don't want to be bidding stuff. So how goes the 060 down the mountain?
It goes.
Fortunately, we're gonna have to do a lot of operations. Technically, this day started at 4 o'clock. Wait, is no one getting off Ella? Oh my god, nobody's getting off at Ella. Nobody want. Oh, there we go. 17 people wanted to get off of it. Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah,
Efficiently prepared for snow.
I hope so.
Hope so. You don't know so?
I don't know so. We'll see if snow is really a thing or not. Maybe it's fake.
It might be fair. How many times they predict a bunch of snow?
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now is this car gonna unload by the time I get down here? Because I have a plan, Arthur. I just need more money.
Unfortunately, I can't give you more money. I kind of maxed out the loan I can give. Oh, wait a minute. Now I can get more.
No. Pay down the debt.
Well, right now...
You can pay down 3,000 right now.
I could, but I don't know if I'm going to make enough for the payment.
That's why you keep running trains.
Fair. Fine. Now we're only 60,000 in debt. As the chief financial officer of this railroad just keeps screaming at me.
Wasn't I the chief financial officer of this railroad?
Might have been. Think you are. Wait a minute. I'm climbing up to island. Back in. Hey, why are all those cars set for East Whittier repair track?
I'm taking care of stuff while things are unloading.
Okay. By the way, we do have shop crews in both East. One thing I may have you do, and I'm saying may, because I may just, by tomorrow I mean, is there's a car in Ella that needs to go to the interchange. But we're all done with, like, cross-traffic trains except for the passenger train. So I may ask you to head over there and grab it. Like, one car and that's it. But also, you could just make that tomorrow's Bryson the problem.
Yeah. Okay. And that one's got to get out of the way right now.
Out of the way right now. Nazu's here. Howdy. Nazu, don't look at our finances. Went into a bunch of debt. But you may
Wait,
notice
is this a...
we had the reason for the debt in this train right now we're watching. Also, I don't like that Kenosha. Why is Kenosha playing?
Don't worry about it.
I'm kind of worrying about it. Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What's an uh-oh?
My game just... Oh. I was really worried there for a second. My game will...
Okay.
Everything okay?
Now we're okay. Yeah, no, the game was glitching for a moment.
Yeah, it was glitching for me. Boy, there's a lot of lag.
Yeah, you're definitely lagging here. The game's lagging.
I noticed that. Let me get stopped in Bryson. May relaunch this. Meantime, if you get here. There's that. I'm gonna hit save. Are you stopped?
I will be momentarily. Give me a second.
Meantime, hey sir, Fernando, you dare bring diesel into this mostly steam? Hey sir, I know right do for the steam. Don't want to see it. Look at that. I do too. Cool. Bandon wants to see your engines are. Nazi wants to add in an engine. Cool. Technically, there is one. The AS Connie, not Big Connie, the second big. Throwing them rain. All right. Are you stopped angry?
I am stopped now, yes.
All right. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna shut down server, and then I'm gonna restart it.
Okay.
Because that was like 3 or 4 times it lagged. And that's like a little too much for coincidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm back in game. Loading in. And as I know about the memory leak, I'm hoping that just restarting the server helps it for the most part. If it doesn't, then do you know, Angry? I am back in the game.
Okay.
We get paid $205 at Bryson. Yes. All these people want to go other places. How dare they? All right. Here we go. Great. I'm off towards Hemingway.
Okay, and you said there's a car to pick up with Ella?
Yeah. It's the single car by itself, not the two.
Okay.
Everybody in Bryson's confused because there's two. Fire there. And then that headlight looks pretty weak. Yeah, a little. This is not an LED bulb. Try and all we got. So angry. Angry?
What?
You say you paid down the debt on Suffer and Southern?
We're almost at 90,000 right now.
Oh God. So is it almost time for more debt?
No, we are continuing to pay down the debt. Because if we're averaging like 20,000 a day, then it won't take too long to pay down the debt.
Oh yeah, that won't be long. Oh, $539. We have a $3,000 payment and current loans at $60,000. Right now, we're hoping that the sawmill happy.
Also, if you notice, your East Whittier engine service needs 6 hours to fix up everything that's there.
Okay. There's only 4 hours left in the day.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can do that. I wouldn't want to go much longer with it. The dead weight of having an SW1 on the rear. What? Steadily climbing up. Our speed's under control. I'm gonna look at it. I like how you just shoved number 3 out of the way. Hey, where'd you put number 6? Angry?
What?
Where's 6? Oh, you're using 6 to go get the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. That was a look. It's kind of nice. There. Don't go speeding around it. It says 25 miles an hour for a reason. Yeah. True. I'm not cheating. This ran in siding up by Hemingway. On the pulpwoods, right?
Yes.
Does pulpwood make money? Or is it like not really worth it?
I've not tried those pulpwood ones yet, so I mean you need to get the silva first, so it's not worth it until you are running silva.
Because of the paperboard plant?
Yeah, it all goes to paperboard.
Here we are. Oh, right. Okay, good to know, Nazir. Good to know. Always good to know that. All the people getting off at Hemingway. Get off the train. Thank you. Or for nobody going to Alarka at Hemingway. We'll just have and we've only burned 8 gallons of diesel. Okay.
Diesel!
Diesel. Hopefully not of the Vin variety. They might start talking about him. Also, I don't know what to make of this. We have 13 viewers and 13 likes. And uh-oh. That's a lot of 13.
Make sure to like Midland 1072 Productions. Get him higher than 13. If you don't want lower than 13, then too bad. We're already at 13. If you want higher than 13, you know what to do.
Consider subscribing to that also helps greatly.
Yes.
Currently on the road to trying. Yep.
What would you do with memberships, Midland?
I don't know. I need to figure that out. Maybe special wallpapers? Or thumbnails early? With my schedule, I don't know if I could do video.
Are there any other cars that need to go to the interchange?
At Ella, there should.
Okay, cool.
At Bryson.
Cool. Then what I'll probably do is I'll run this back, and then I have to hop off to get ready for my stream, which if people want to check out, there's already a link on my my page if people want to check it out. I know we at least have Storm and Tultry. Maybe we'll have a Midland join. Maybe we won't.
Midland needs food, but Midland will join after getting food. It will appear. At some point.
Midland will appear.
So if you're gonna do that, once you get back to... You're still at L. They shut down my stream. Once you get back, give myself some time to go get food, take care of some stuff. Join your stream. Or suffering on the Suffer and Southern.
Yes.
Don't need. Huh.
When you could be going 37.
As if when it comes to memberships, don't have $150 here. Sounds like an exploit.
Who are we
I
exploiting
wouldn't
now?
have one at
Children?
50. I think the highest up, probably like 10. Like have a 2, 5, and 10 or something. If I did. $27 for
27, dude.
and we have 4 people getting on at Alarka. This needs in it. Out. Out. Get in for 1. Brakes because we're rolling downhill. That boards. Good to know Alarka Junction Station's not on a flat. Boy, wait. Oh.
Oh! Yeah, we can make this joke now, because Mickey Mouse is now public domain! Haha!
Only the Steamboat Willie version.
Maybe that's what I was emulating! Haha!
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Wait, does that mean the Steamboat really, like, silent films are public domain now?
At least one of them is. Man, we gotta get you to 550 subscriber dues.
God, why?
Why not?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Also, for those wondering, right time are you streaming it? Reflect.
Yes. I may or may not have just
Put the link in chat.
put the link in chat. Put the link in tunnel.
Next to the Lincoln Park.
It's where I put my Lincoln logs. And for other businesses, where I put my LinkedIn.
And that's good to know. You don't want to be. Not that I have aimed. Whereabouts are you, Anger?
I am entering East Whittier right now.
Where you're right now.
Oh boy. Are we?
I'm alright. Doesn't stop the horror movie. Yeah. Railroader might be a horror.
It is in some countries.
And municipalities.
Best duck drop of all time.
We're Dutch dropping it?
I just dropped it at 35 miles an hour.
Why'd you do that?
Because I am the angry ragtimer.
Where is it?
It's coupled.
Okay.
And there was no damage done.
Evidently not. Last time I did show 35 miles an hour. It broke.
No. It's what I have is called mad skills, yo. Yes.
Here goes Angry.
There I go into the wild blue yonder, playing trains like an idiot.
Da-da-da.
Okay. Number 6 is stopped.
I'm kind of stopped up here. I'm gonna save. For those interested, the Angry Ragtimer will be streaming the Suffer in Southern tonight. Approximately
30
a half
minutes.
hour. It is sure to be entertaining. Hopefully not as chaotic, but potentially chaotic.
Yes.
As we pay down his debt, which we have almost equal.
We've already paid down like a third of it, so. But I also have a lot more railroad
Yes, you
to
do.
worry about. But
a lot of railroad.
yes.
But for that though, tune in then. Tune into Angry Ragtimer stream. I may be there. Friends will be there. Things are going to be fun. And I'll see you all after this wonderful weekend. I hope. Have a great one.
Goodbye, everyone. Subscribe to Men